We are back. Alright, so put away that Prada. Put away this card if anybody wanted to see that. I'm not doing a product endorsement, but it's just 45 micron, 325 mesh. It's nice and warm. I'll tell you what, that little bad boy comes in handy. Real good slurry stone for anything. Okay, so now we can move on. We've got all these good looking razors to hone up tonight before I go to sleep. Got my hours shifted out. So now I'm at 11 hours. Soon I'll be at 12 hours a shift. 7 days a week, 1 day off every 14. And still have to try to keep this going. I was going to shut down shop for the entirety of it and decided not to. Decided that I would just wing it. Wing it. So, get some water up here. Get her wet. Get on a Botan. So this is a pretty quick cutting stone. It's more of a softer stone. Has quite a bit of kick up. You can see real quick does this slurry up. Yeah, see that kick up? She does, but she is such a beautiful, I mean, just pretty. It's a pretty stone. And she likes to cut. I know you guys would love to watch this. I'm putting some effort into this. I'm playing with slurry. This isn't any kind of technique that you're watching me do here. There is no ooh, she's getting loud. There is no special technique that is honing better than others. As long as you are removing steel and removing the scratches from the lower stone, then you are honing. So whether you want to do rolling X strokes, you want to do circles, you want to do squares, obtuse triangles, you want to drive over 55, do as you please. All right? Don't let anybody tell you different. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, well, Mr. I always said I wouldn't say any names, and I'm not backbiting him at all, but don't let some guy that made a YouTube video a decade ago when no one was making videos on honing and nobody was making videos on almost anything remotely interesting other than cats and twerk videos. Don't let anybody tell you because that guy does it this way, that makes it right. All right? Well, I'm telling you what, as soon as you get past that and you realize that it's personal, whatever feels good to you, it will open up your abilities because now you are not hindered by borders. If someone tells you you can only do X strokes or rolling X strokes or back strokes or whatever you want to call them, whatever you're doing, as soon as you break free of that, then you're free to grow. Don't forget, without deviation from the norm, progress is unattainable. And that sticks, that goes true with everything. It rings true with every part of life and every thought process and every action. And it damn sure rings true with anything that has to do with rubbing a piece of steel on a rock, no matter what kind of rock it is, where the rock's from, how deep the rock was in the ground, what somebody paid for it, whose name is on the side of it. None of that matters. You need to find what works good for you. You know what? I sold razors for a month and a half straight that were honed on an Escher, slurried with Majiro. Then I decided I would do it with Coma. I was buying, restoring, and selling razors that I honed every single one of them on an Escher stone, slurried with Coma. And if anybody challenges it, I will gladly post photos of the reviews and replies of smoothest shave I have felt ever or in a long time. Truly talented, nice and keen, just both ways, baby butt smooth. For my long-term customers, the words like best edge you've ever had, just nice, just all around good shave. And I'm gonna tell you right now, being surrounded by barbers and being around that world very much so, reading the history on it, a smooth shave is always better than a close shave. We can sit here and make ninja swords and, go against the grain, with the grain, 50 passes, 5 passes. We can make it baby butt smooth all over. But what are you going to pay for that? Are you going to be able to shave that night? My granddaddy told me a lesson, and that is, when it comes to razors, that a sharp edge does not mean a smooth shave. And a smooth shave is what allows you to shave again soon. And I've done that. I can, this isn't an opinion. I'm not just regurgitating some crap I heard from an old man. God rest his soul. I can bust out the balsa wood strop. I can put the 200,000 grit paste on there, and we can use the lapping films. We can do all of that, and we can make the sharpest edge you possibly can, to where it splits hairs. Hairs just split in half at the sight of the edge. It's so sharp. And you shave with it, and then you wonder why your Aqua Velva burns the piss out of your face, Or you wonder why, oh man, I can't shave tomorrow, or I can't shave tonight even though I want to because my skin is raw. Well, because the damn edge is too sharp, man. You want a keen edge, and a keen edge is not a sharp edge. This thing is just buttering across there. Okay, so this is where I'll get you. Make sure it's wet. You just want to see that this is no pressure, nice and slow, and better straight the edge if the blade is straight, because look, you can get undercut coming in at an angle on just about anything. And if you've got a big pile of slurry, of course that undercut's there. Clean that stone off. Then see your undercut without any pressure. On that side right there, you can see it ain't, yeah, it is. Get that blade clean. Then look for your undercut. It'll also show you your weak spots in your edge. Because if it's jumping up, but it's not everywhere, you got a weak spot on that edge. Tighten it up. There she is. I did see a video a while back of a kid defending himself because he hones with a spine leading stroke. That's all he does. And he honed a razor and shaved with it. Now, do I trust the video? Do I trust that it wasn't a brand new razor? I don't see why the guy would lie to me or anybody else. It felt like he was defending himself from some asshole on a shave forum. By the way, I tell you what, I've heard of some things happening to some guys who have videos on YouTube. And if anybody finds out who I am and things show up to my house or my family gets harassed in any way, you're going to find out. That's not a threat. I am not being threatening in any manner. And I'm not even going to say that's a promise. Act like you got some sense. Grow up. If you can't act like an adult, then maybe you should go find a kid's hobby. Go collect rocks or something. Go do something. Get a life. If you got time to be malicious to other people, get a hobby. Find something else to do. So, I'm sorry I apologize personally to anybody out there that my videos may offend. And I apologize to anybody out there who has been maliciously attacked or provoked simply because they're trying something different. So, whatever. Run with that. Okay. Oh, it got me sweating a little bit. The idea of somebody being any kind of provoking to me or my family. I've got a huge problem with that. Actually, I don't need to do the bona fide on this easy cutter. That one's gonna get put away here. Her job is done. She's a beautiful stone, ain't she? Somebody really, really cared for this bad boy. So supposedly it was based by a Japanese temple builder, which is funny because it seems like every used J-Nat you find came from a temple builder, which makes sense. It was either in a barber shop or it was a temple builder, but whoever liked it really liked it. And like everybody's always said, which it holds true when it comes to buying foreign stones, not just Japanese stones, when it comes to buying any foreign stones. And really do your homework on your vendor, man, on the person you're selling from. Ask around. Don't just ask around, read the damn reviews. And for anybody who buys on eBay, leave a review, man. Leave a review. And don't be a butthead. If you want to leave a negative review, contact the seller and give them a chance to make it right, man. I had a guy leave me a neutral review and it knocked my seller standing down by 2 points because I canceled a classified order. He went to my classified order, bought it, and when I contacted him, I said, well, what am I supposed to do? You want me to restore something? Are you trying to buy something from? What do you want done? And I told him, I said, I'm going to have to cancel this because I only have so much time before I have to ship something, and I don't have anything of yours to ship. I canceled it, and then he went and left a review saying that I canceled his order, and he really wanted the work done by me. And that still stands on my eBay account, and they clocked me, man. I had to sell almost another $1,000 worth of razors before they'd start letting me have my money before 24 hours after it had been delivered. So, be kind, guys. Life is too short to be rude and unbecoming and childish. You know what? And if somebody gives you a hard time, the good book says, turn the other cheek, give the other cheek. Well, in most situations, you know what? It says specifically, if you are asked to carry the pack of a Roman soldier for a mile, carry it too. If your enemy is thirsty, give them a drink. If they are hungry, feed them. And if someone accosts you, allow them to, and be quiet and give them the other cheek, because they will be dealt coals upon their head. Remember, being quiet is always stronger than proving your point. See you on the next round.